Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than deep...
He's having a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Saliba. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
Big chance! And it's a goal!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a pretty loose pass. Jordan Henderson. Takahara. Rice. Cantona. Oh, they could break here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Nigeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Saka. Mbappe! And it's Bernardo Silva. Kane. That has not gone well. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Saka. And that is a little undercooked. Bernardo Silva. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. Jordan Henderson. Belletti. To Osimhen. Great vision. Gets into some space. The cross.
That was well seen too.
Decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Terrific header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Takahara clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Saka. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Now it's Takahara. Bernardo Silva. Cantona. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Kane. And it's been played through. Chance, surely! That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saliba.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Knocks it out wide. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now the breakaway. Baresi calmly anticipates. Saka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. Cantona looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Rice. Saliba. Olise. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Takahara. Baresi. And it's Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kane has created one goal already. Now it's Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Kane. Oh, that was vital. Pass somewhat off target. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rice. Cantona. Saka. Cantona. It's Saka. Sanchez. Jordan Henderson. Chance here to counter. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Olise. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Takahara. Now this could be a chance. He's on it, can he get away? Nice looking ball. Nigeria appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And this is Griezmann. Across it goes.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Baresi getting this one clear. Saka going full tilt down the left. Almost an hour gone.
80,607.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Rice. Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, super! And a chance! That's another chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Mbappe clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. not got that quite right. Baresi. Serginho cuts it out. Now it's Kane. Bernardo Silva. Baresi. That has been slung wide. Saka receives it in a wide position.
Well played and well cleared.
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rice. Now Saliba. Kane. Olise.
Nigeria couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Can he finish? They've scored! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution.
Burnley can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from...
Shoots! He scores! And again they hit the front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Osimhen! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend...
Oh, off the bar! Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Takahara. Tries a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Olise fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Can he get on the end of this? Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Burnley have their second corner now. And that has been cleared.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Griezmann. He is through here. Serginho has it out wide and in space.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Substitution for
Well,
Nigeria.
that might be that, Peter.
Number
Maybe
24,
both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Coming on the field is number 17, De Bruyne.
Cannavaro. De Bruyne.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Olise. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now, can they get him away? Takahara. He's found a way through. Cross in, looks like a good one. Distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. De Bruyne providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Rice. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And now they can clear their lines. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Osimhen picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Parking outside this stadium.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Schmeichel punts it upfield, and they can counter here. And it's Belletti. Looking for the run. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he shoots! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Van Belten. He's looking wide. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pullet tries to dink it through. Cannavaro tries to clear.
Pullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Cleared without complication. Jordan Henderson proves too strong, too smart. No, he refuses to take the bait. Now it's Romario. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Hullet, and he's picked out the run. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Van Belten. Burnley do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Griezmann. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That has been cut short. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's played forward. Now it's Takahara. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Belletti. Nicely shaped cross. Pirlo has a look and plays it forward. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Osimhen. Thuram.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Spread out to the left. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Griezmann. Now it's Hullet. And it's Romario. He's through here, and he's in on goal. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Now Van Bouten. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that was vital. Griezmann. Thuram. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Burnley are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Jordan Henderson. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard. Burnley finding their passes. And the finish! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pirlo. Passing nice and neat. Tries a deft little... And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. And they win it back again.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That's an imaginative pass. And he welcomes it in. And that is masterful defending. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And no, that was never going to make it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vieira gets a foot in here. We
Substitution
have
on
got
the
changes
field.
here from both sides, in fact.
14, Takahata. Coming on to replace him is number 11, David Villa. Substitutions taking
Burnley
place.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. David Villa. Oh, there's a probing ball. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Thuram. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Van Belten. Opts for safety. And claimed it back swiftly.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. In it comes. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Van Belten promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. Showing great feet there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Puskás. And that has left him in a heap. Just 5 minutes left. Griezmann cuts it out. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Puskás. Big chance! And he's managed to get rid. Van Belten. Can he get on the end of this? Shifted it to the flank. Thuram. That could spell
There will
trouble.
be 1 minute added time.
Thuram deals with that comfortably. Van Belten. And that will be it. Burnley are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
So there it is, everyone.
So
Now
what do you
big
take
up
away
for our
from it all, Jim?
players.
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And the shots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's the keeper's ball. Burnley have the chance to go the other way. And here's Bale. Oh, he's found support out wide. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Might be danger. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Sanchez getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's there to clear it. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Takahara. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Burnley still without a single shot on target. Hullet. Burnley do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Griezmann will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Keeper has taken decisive action. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Hullet. Hullet. Now it's Bale. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Hullet. And this is and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Griezmann driving on and making good progress. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Hullet. Belletti, good purposeful running this.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now the ball in. Corner then. And now they can clear their lines. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pull it. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Passing nice and neat. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Number 9,
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pull it. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now Gattuso. Nicely spread. Otto picks it up now. Terrific header! In he goes again! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kick.
He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
But that won't shake our spirits, will it?
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pull it. Bale. And it's Bale. And he welcomes it in. Look at the space here. That is a brilliant interception. Goes long and straight. And they can counter here. Pinches it off him. Pull it. And it's Hullet. Passes short and sharp. Rijkaard. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Liverpool have reclaimed it.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Climbs up big! He's got a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, good-looking ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Griezmann. Stood up well to Takahara! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Griezmann. Belletti, and he whips it in. Otto is there, and he can get that clear. And a chance! They've done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, they can break here, and that could set him on his way. He's having a shot! And he hits the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Burnley get themselves into the lead. Chance! They've scored! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Can he finish? And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Burnley blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
And he shoots! And it's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So is this the start of a comeback?
Substitution.
Brilliantly cut out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ibrahimovic. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He has found a way through. Serginho. There's the shot! Goal! And what a climax we have here! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Liverpool give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now?
Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Now there's a decent chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Doué. Rice. It's a pretty loose pass. Baresi. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Well, that has not gone well. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Burnley conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? And it's Otto. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Cannavaro tries to clear. He's gone for goal! It's a good-looking delivery. Mbappe. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. Plenty to aim at here. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he cuts out the supply. Baresi cuts it out. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a promising position, and he's got his cross in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Costa Curta. And it's lofted through here. Goes for a shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's found a way through. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Extra time reaches half-time.
Hello everybody, and quick announcement.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Belletti.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Sanchez. Coming
They
on the
have
field,
played themselves to a
number
near
44,
standstill. What is left in the tank
number
now?
20, Adams. Substitutions taking place.
Henderson. Aims beyond. Great chance! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! He's got himself an absolute peach. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This has become one superb game of football. Shot could be on. Big chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Desiree Doué. Coming on to
So,
replace
time for
him
changes
is
on
number
both sides,
13,
actually.
Darwin Núñez.
So we have a breakthrough.
Substitution.
Now, how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Mateus. Jordan Henderson. And it's Stoichkov. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Belletti. And it's Belletti.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The pass has gone astray. David Villa. Adams. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
But we'll be back
Your
stronger,
final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And smartly reclaimed. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Osimhen! And it's a goal! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Baggio. Little pass back. Roberto Baggio. Oh, what a ball! Sanchez going vertical. A probing pass. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Carlos picks it up now. Keeper has taken decisive action. And this is Eto'o. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Baggio. And the pass is intercepted. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good-looking ball. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Now it's Takahara. Belletti. Threads one in. Takahara. They get a throw in. Played into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Osimhen. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rijkaard. And it's Baggio. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Drives it in. Defending of the desperate variety. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos for Conte. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, easy pickings there. Burnley looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Good ball, good take. Griezmann. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, what has happened here? We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Roberto Baggio. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Serginho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Conte has a look and plays it forward. Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Aims beyond the defence. Delivers the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now he's got space here. Adams cuts it out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Burnley can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Number 20.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Griezmann. Maradona. And it's Conte. Now it's Eto'o. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. That has ended up in no man's land. Plays a sharp little ball here. Haaland. And he shoots! Rijkaard getting this one clear. Griezmann. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rijkaard. Played out to the right. Now it's Maradona. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Serginho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's quick to snatch it back. Costa Curta gets it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's an errant pass. And he passes it long. Now it's Takahara. And here's Griezmann. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Serginho is always looking to play. Takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Takahara deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to pass it through. Now here's the delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho. And he's forced to go back. Here's Roberto Carlos. Takahara. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's going for goal! And the ball's come loose here. He should have put that one away.
Osimhen has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Substitution on the field.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Number 8.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Number 15.
Applies the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this.
David Villa. Substitutions taking place.
Goes for a shot! And now they can clear their lines. Now the ball in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ambitious ball here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe. 1-0 as we head towards the end. That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Adams. Now he's off and running. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now the delivery. And back out it comes. David Villa.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Short changes him with that pass. That's a shade optimistic. Van der Ven. And that's it. Burnley have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Osimhen voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely here.
everybody, and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Gullit. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Great vision. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Gullit. Tries to pass it through. Romario gets into a good position. Romario has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Takahara can get it clear. And it's Vieira. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a little off target. And here's Romario. Quality ball. Griezmann. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Burnley with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to play it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no joy this time. Spread it left. And it's Romario. That has not gone well. Burnley are looking to break at pace. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Romario. Now it's Messi. Big chance! One-on-one! Pirlo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Burnley do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
A nice sequence of passes, this. This is Romario. Jordan Henderson. Takahara.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gullit. Bergomi. Vieira. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Osimhen.
Mbappe!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Corner number 2 then. And they've got rid. Played in deep. And that was very necessary. Van Bouten. Pirlo.
There will be
That will
one
annoy
minute
the
at a
manager.
time.
They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vieira. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that's well spotted. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
That
What
was
have
the
we learned
first
from the
half.
first 45
Let's
minutes?
hope the
Well,
boys
there's
can
one
turn it up for the
standout,
second.
Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Hullet. Aimed beyond the defence. Pinged towards the front line.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Burnley have their third corner. Yeah, gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe. That's going to go a long way. Decent chance! And a big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that is expertly dealt with. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Osimhen.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Knocks it into space. No way through there. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now, the ball's gone astray. Pull it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Vieira. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Takahara looking understandably energised after his goal. Takahara showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
That's an imaginative pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Vieira. Pirlo. And it's Hullet.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's got the beating of his man. Now takes a shot! Should have equalised.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
14, Takahara. Number 19,
Kimmich.
Rijkaard. Number 15,
Can he get on the end of this?
Coming on the field.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
Number
No,
11,
he's not getting past him there.
David Villa. Number 8, Joshua
Yeah.
Kimmich. Number 41.
Now it's
Wright.
Hullet.
Substitution.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
David Villa. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Now it's Pelé. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, Song Osimhen! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. And he's in a real chance! Hullet. Otto just loves to go forward whenever he can. Takahara is onto this. Oh, that's well spotted. Spread out to the left. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. And here's Bale. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great ball, and he's in here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Griezmann. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard just eases him off the ball. No goals as yet. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Goes for the shot! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Burnley do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Gattuso. Now the delivery. Deftly away. Liverpool with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great header! They've scored! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Can he get on the end of this? And they've got a throw. Pull it. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Bale. Otto. Fired deep towards the back post. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's the keeper's ball. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well read, and the danger is averted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Terrific header! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Bale, Otto. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Griezmann. Baresi has a look and plays it forward. He's not got that quite right. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
We're down, but we're far from out. Now let's all rally behind the boys and show them a bit of
The
support.
action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Gattuso looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Good chance here! Just off target.
Bale usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Serginho. Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Osimhen. Some resolute defending there. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Hullet. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Otto. And this is Hullet. Otto puts them... Up he goes! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Baresi. Bale is onto it in a flash. Osimhen. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, he's got space here. Jordan Henderson. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Bale. Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that has left him in a heap.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Griezmann. Number 14, Takahata.
Can he latch on to this?
19,
Keeper's dealt with that.
coming on the field, number 13, Darwin Núñez.
Now that looks a decent
Number
ball.
6,
And he cuts out the
Fernando
supply.
Torres. Number
He can run
8,
onto that.
Joshua Kimmich.
It's a mighty effort! He can get that clear. Looking for the run. Well read, nice interception. Burnley perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pass somewhat off target. Pull it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Odo. Gattuso. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Bale. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution on the field, number 15, Henderson.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 24.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now.
Taking place.
Chance for a shot! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Liverpool got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Nicely shaped ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang has it out wide and in space. Can he get it through? Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution
So, time
on
for
the field.
changes on
Number
both sides, actually.
17, Sanchez. Number 3, Costa Curta. Coming on the field, number 20.
Can they get him away?
Adams. Number
He's in
27,
space and looking for options.
Fabinho. Substitution in progress. 4 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rui Costa. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Do it. And that will be it. Burnley cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Tries from a long way out. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Takahara. Osimhen. Great vision. Now it's Osimhen. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Maradona. Tries to pass it through. So what can they make of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Roberto Carlos, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Burnley yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Haaland. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Griezmann will not want to lose. Griezmann! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Turns and goes back. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. And that'll be a goal kick. And he's gone long. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. And the counter is on. Griezmann just eases him off the ball. Now this could be a chance. He's having a go. Now who's going to be first to this? Quality ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by. He's tried one! Jordan Henderson. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Takahara's cross. Takahara has it out wide and in space. Cleared away. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Costa Curta makes the interception. Played into space. Very nicely done. Griezmann is onto this.
Griezmann really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He gets big! They've scored! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Eto'o. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And they've got rid. Rijkaard. Belletti.
That was lovely, that.
Great run on the overlap here. Played into the box. And he gets rid in a hurry. Looking to... Shot, surely! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Belletti has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow. And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sanchez gets it away. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's a sharp little ball here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just about up to the hour now. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Opts for safety. Costa Curta. Looking tidy in possession here. Now, and a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Now it's Maradona, and he's managed to get free. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Maradona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Looking for the run. Always onto this. Just the goalkeeper. Chance for a shot! He's scored! And the comeback is complete.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Burnley go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Conte. Eto'o. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Haaland. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Referee has just said play on. Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That is good alertness.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20, Erling Haaland. Number 8, Maradona. Coming on the field, number 15, Mbappe. Number 18, David Villa. Number 10, Del Piero. Substitution.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Oh, super! Can he finish? He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the man
Takes a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Osimhen.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Referee's given a throw. Doué. Costa Curta, and here's Osimhen.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He's gone for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Oh, perfectly measured that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Scores are level after 90 minutes.
So
There
to
will now be
clarify,
30 minutes
extra
of
time will follow. So our quest to find the winner continues. Burnley pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's intervened well there. That pass has been well intercepted. And the finish! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. Van de Ven. Now, can they get him away? And he's being shifted off it. Torres is herring after that one. That has ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one. Conte turns back here, probably the best option. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Torres providing an outlet on that flank. Shot at goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Burnley get themselves into the lead. And it's Fernando Torres. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Please be made aware that smoking is only
Well, it
permitted
has been
in
a
designated
punishing
areas
game, both
within these
physically
grounds.
and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Conte. Number 37, Van de Ven.
Exhaustion, physical
Coming on the
and
field,
mental.
number
Will we find a
23,
winner?
Kukçu.
It has been a
14,
slugfest.
Marquinhos.
Significant blows landed, but
Substitutions
still
taking
no
place.
knockout. Goes for a shot! And he's there to get it away. He's being urged to shoot. Now this could be... Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Sticks it away! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quite a thriller this one's become. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. Deftly away. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. And he's away. Chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 6, Fernando Torres.
Burnley take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
There will be 1 minute
Mbappe
added
gets
time.
into a good position. Great chance! Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Burnley have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Osimhen taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.